I intend to serve as simply a reflection of that which you already know so that you may better understand yourself. All right, so what is going on with the viewer? What is going on with you? Okay, we have wisdom. Wisdom. Octopus, one of my favorites. Wisdom. Change, leadership, willpower, creativity, eternal charisma, and knowledge. All right. Wow, we're touching on pretty much everything. Change in leadership. All right. Leadership of what? Because I do not feel that this is a job. Leadership in what? And it was done through wisdom. Ooh, Seven of Swords, Four of Wands, the Sun, the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Three of Cups. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of information. Yeah, change in what for sure. Okay, so this was a change in I could feel it. I could feel it that it was not employment. You have the Seven of Swords to the Four of Wands here. So this is a high level commitment. Well, was until there was lies, cheating, deceiving, deception, some kind of shady AF stuff going on. And that is definitely your knowledge of that is what changed this. Or their knowledge of it. Benefit of the doubt goes to you, right? Okay, so that change, where's the, okay, so I don't know how that's done. Well, let's find out. How did that change come about? What was the circumstances of the Seven of Swords to the Four of Wands? Okay, heartbreak. So I was trying to get who went where. Okay. But that, when that closed out, right, you are now showing me that it's a much better thing. Like for you, Sun to the Ace of Wands, this gave you an opportunity to really spread your wings, open yourself up, find out what you really enjoy. You to be you. So under change, we have leadership and willpower. I think this was the change, the leadership and willpower. But then we have creativity and eternal charisma. And that's that state of grace that brings you in alignment. Charism, charisma, charism, I guess is how you would pronounce it. Charism. It's like it's the grace, it's the God force, it's the energy that comes from spirit, right? Willpower, leadership. Yeah. I think you took a stand here, really. But that's what you found through this. Like you've left this heartbreak behind, like that person lied to you, cheated on you, whatever the story was. Um, it doesn't look like we're going to address it just now, though. But that lets you step into your own with the Sun to the Ace of Wands. And during this time, like it looks like Eight of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, that you really were focusing on yourself, your job, your whatever, and now you have your life all in order, you have your place all in order, you've got everything all in order, and you've decided that because of that, you have now Knight of Cups to the Three of Cups, Knight of Wands to the Three of Cups, that, you're going to spend some time in the company of others. Yeah. Some time in the company of others. likely, likely many others, right? Doesn't have to be serious. Like, doesn't have to be serious. Especially if you're a cross watcher for this one. Don't worry, like spending time in the company of others doesn't necessarily mean bad things. All right. Okay. This was a good move for you though. This was a good move. I feel like it's the wisdom of the lies here that prompted this. So what is your question? So why you be here on YouTube Tarot? Let's find out. So what does the viewer need to know or would like to know at this time? What do they need to know at this time? Oh, it's about the Knight of Wands activity. Okay. All right. So you want to know about the spending time with others? All right. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So not a good place to plant seeds. Oh. With being clarified by the King of Cups. All right. Okay, give me one more for this energy, please, and thank you. Or multiple, that's fine. All right, 4 of Swords, 8 of Swords, King of Pentacles. Okay, all right. So that's really interesting. Okay, so I have the King of Cups, and in between the King of Cups and the King of... All right, so with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, this is you like questioning opportunities. How do I describe this? Where it's like, is this a good idea? Like, is this a good idea? Right? But it's not so much the idea as it is the long-term intention of what it is that's going on. It's almost like dating with intention, or yeah, it's kind of like you have a goal in relationships. You're not really defined actually on what the goal is, but here's what you do know. Like, you're wondering, like, this is fun for you and all, because this is very much a player energy. I'm just going to say it. Like, this is very much playing the field, especially when you double down on it and said, well, I mean, it doesn't mean you're more of a player. It just means that we were going to be brought back to that. But like, you're just going out, having fun, meeting people. I get a like more of a masculine energy here with this many of the wands that came through. Like, this is more like a story of you caught your feminine energy, lying and stuff. And basically you're like, gotta go. You took off. It was a great thing. It gave you an opportunity to really kind of like expand within yourself. You did the hard work. Now you got your place good. You're set up, and I might even be downplaying that a little bit, like how set up you actually are. So you're like, all right, I got everything good. The place looks good. I look good. I've been hitting the gym. All is well. You're going out there, you're meeting the ladies, or feminine or less player-like energies, right? That are all there. And you're enjoying their company very much. Here's the problem. So that's great and all, but like, you're getting older. and you'd really kind of like something a little more stable. I heard that dating is very expensive now, and for men, it's a very expensive thing, or I guess for women too, if they, go Dutch or whatever. All right, so here's your concern. Like, you're looking for something that is more, oh, check this out. You have an octopus here, you got one here too. Love those octopi. Okay, so that's with that wisdom. So you're smart enough to know here that you do want some sort of emotions involved in the person that you're spending time with, or at least the potential, because this is a king energy. You want like the potential to be there, and you're finding that with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe that's not the idea, or maybe that's not the energy that you're attracting at this time. maybe you're not finding anybody that would meet that um, expectations, qualities, your checklist, whatever that is for you, you know. Um, but what you're finding, right, is like you do kind of want this. You don't want to put any emphasis on it, but you do kind of want this. And you're finding that during this time, like with the Four of Swords to the Eight of Swords to the King of Pentacles, you're finding a bunch of people that are very much trapped in their own illusion. They're not healed. They're still kind of stuck in that. And I think that you're kind of being seen as, um, how do I say that? Like a sugar daddy? Like you're kind of being seen as a meal ticket. That's probably why I brought that up. Like you're being, you feel like you're being used here in a way. When you try to, it's like this. When you try to find something a little more not serious, but with a little more substance, right? You end up attracting a bunch of people that are there for more substance, but the more substance that they're looking for is more of like this really comfortable empire that you've built during this time, right? And like you told me with the energy when you first came out, like I have wisdom now, you know, as far as what I want, what I don't want. There's been a change in leadership. It came through the change in willpower. So this is like you finding your value, finding your worth. You know what? I was being totally run over by that last relationship. I mean, just completely run over. And I have done it. It was time for a change, but it was time for a change in who wears the pants in relationships as it relates to you. You know, like who wears the pants? And it was just through your sheer willpower alone, you might be a Taurus, sheer willpower alone that you're like, you know what? We're not we're not doing this anymore. I know how awesome that I am and what I bring to the table. Like I'm not going to be steamrolled. I'm not going to be, you know, I'm just not doing this anymore. Okay. So you went out there and you, yeah, it's getting like just masculine energy here. Like I went out, I, you know, planted my seeds or wild seeds or whatever they call that, you know, sowed my wild oats. And now I'm looking for something with a little more substance, but they just keep seeing me as a free meal ticket or, you know, they're trapped in their own disillusionment. They're obviously not healed and or they're just I'm getting flaky. I'm getting that you keep attracting people that are totally flaky by your definition because you're smarter now. Okay. Well, what are the energies supporting the viewer at this time? What energies? Well, that is the energy that's supporting you. This is another King of Pentacles. So you have showed me empire. You have showed me hard work leading to empire, leading to King of Pentacles here, which is what everybody else sees, right? Because you have literally adopted this energy or grown into like this energy. You are that now. Okay, we're going to take this as an independent energy. So, Spirit, what are the other energies that is assisting the viewer at this time? What other energies are assisting the viewer at this time? Okay, we have Strength and the Knight of Cups. So the fact that you are looking for that, that you keep trying even though you keep running up against super flaky people. And with flaky, I very much mean like inconsistent. They might be airheads, but I feel like there's a great deal of inconsistencies. Oh, this is beautiful. So other than the fact that you keep trying, like the energy, you keep trying. You didn't tell me that's it, I'm done dating. I'm not even going to mess around with these. This has to be a masculine energy or woman, you are very, very in your masculine energy right now because there are things that I want to say that I don't ever say, like ever. Like I just wanted to say chicken heads, but I don't, not really sure what that is. And I definitely don't say it. So I think it's hose or something like that. But I don't know. Anyway, irrelevant. Okay. But you're very much like, no, 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 I'm still dating. Like, I'm still dating, right? That is supporting you. That you keep trying and you keep doing it from, instead of a Knight of Wands energy, you're doing it from like a Knight of Cups energy here. You're still offering like the opportunities. The other energy that's supporting you is being very, very clear on what it is that you actually want with the Star to the Ace of Swords. And also with Death coming up behind it, you know that when something is not for you, that it's not going to change you any longer. Oh, I mean, it will change you, but I mean, you're going to be able to say, no, that's not what I want with Death here. Death in this case, death is just death. Like it's not death and it's just death for this particular energy. Like I know when to cut it out. Yeah, especially when it comes to flaky individuals like this that are completely trapped in their own illusion. Also, I won't ever be stuck in this again. I I'm smarter now with the wisdom card. I have changed. That's how you described them, the people that you were dating. This could also be I've healed and I'm not going to go back to a situation where I felt like I was trapped again. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. Oh, that is finishing out that energy. Trapped. And then I'm also not going to be financially taken advantage of or abandoned. Like all of these things. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So let me, the last thing that I'm going to ask then is what we can do so that your King of Pentacles energy is not what, oh, all right, so first back up. Like, are you bringing these people to your home? Like before you get to know them? Stop doing that. Are you talking about your home? Are you talking about your place to live? Are you talking about your job? Are you talking about your bank? Are you talking about your financial situation? Are they asking about your financial situation? Are they like, are you splurging on them on date one and then continuing it to date two and then into date three, they are wondering why, they're in line at Burger King or something? Like what is going on? What kind of pattern or what kind of expectation are you setting um, right up front? Like, what are you putting out there? So let's say that you're not putting anything out there. I don't divulge my financial situation. I don't entertain energies that ask about my financial situation. And I don't bring them to my home so they can see my financial situation. So I don't know why those energies, like I'm attracting these energies. So here's what we're going to do for that. That's for that case only. For anybody else, make sure you're not doing any of those things, and then you won't be attracting people that are focused on just what you can provide for them. Also, the individuals with the Four of Swords and the Eight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Oh, okay, that's a tough one to navigate. So I'm getting an energy of attracting people who are unhealed, but not like the wounded Uzi that I always talk about, more like they are seeking to, they are looking for somebody to fill voids within them in the realm of safe and secure, safe, secure, provided for, nurtured. Yeah, safe, secure, provided for, nurtured, kind of that type of energy, which is very much a King of Pentacles energy, minus the nurture, that's more the Queen. But if you are more of the, if you are a feminine watching this, that makes more sense for you. Okay, so you're attracting those types of people. Think like gender, sorry, snoring dog under my desk. Think of like typical gender roles. If they might not be after just your money, they might be after the provider, protector energy within you. Okay, yeah. And actually, we don't need to pull any more cards on that because there's only two distinct energies. There's only two, I can't describe, I don't know how to describe that. There's only two like branches of energetic streams in this, and those are the two. It's either what you're doing something, saying something, you have something posted online, they're able to get the information, your car is like super snazzy, or like you dress great. Like there's a way that you are portraying that says, that gives that sugar daddy energy or sugar mama energy, right? Yeah, see, even with that, it feels far more masculine. You're either portraying it, whether you are aware of it or not. So something that is online, if you have a LinkedIn profile, if you have any of those other things, check all of those and make sure they're all set to private, or that nobody can get your information. The way that you are physically presenting when you are meeting them, something you are physically saying when you're meeting them. And if that's not the case, you just have that protective energy about you. It's just one of those things. So you are going to naturally draw in individuals that are attracted to that type of energy, meaning either they are in need or lack of it, or they are very much as stable and secure as you are as well. Yeah, yeah. Like if that was the case, you would have already met him, right? Yeah. No, I got that. I got that. I hear you. All right. That is all I have for you. Okay. All is well. Just check those things and see if any of those are it. And if not, then it's just the energy that you are, which is not a bad thing at all, unless you're female. In which case, check your own vibration, see if you are of like mind, because you will attract what you are as well. Okay, that's all I have for you. You are unconditionally loved and supported by the universe. My unconditional love to you as well. And until next time, take care of yourself.